All right, algebraic reasoning. Today we're doing this review in Go Formative. This is the review video. I'm going to give you notes, hints, and the answers for it. Make sure that you understand what you're doing on this. That way, when you take your test, you know what you're doing. All right. A lot of this is going to look just like the quiz we did with a little bit of translations on it too. So, looking at this on number 1 through 4. Number 1 says, what is the domain of graph A? Whoops. Oh my gosh. Hello. Out here. Oh, here we go. Domain. Okay. So if you remember, domain is the x values from left to right. Okay. And then range is the y values from bottom to top. Okay. Now, for domain range of graph A, so I'm thinking domain from left to right. So from left to right, from here to here, that's how far left and how far right it goes. And those are open circles, okay? So as far left as it goes is -3. As far right as it goes is +4, okay? Since it's domain is x in the middle. And now I'm going to look at these endpoints. Since the endpoints are open and open, we're going to have a less than and a less than, not underlined, okay? You only underline it when it is shaded in or solid, okay? So this is going to be our answer. -3, less than x, less than 4. The best answer choice here is letter D, okay? So A and B, the inequalities are wrong on that. And then C is Y. That is range, okay? Number 2, the range of graph B. So let's look at graph B. Remember, range is from bottom to top. So from bottom, right here at -2, to top, +4, okay? So again, from -2 up to +4. And since we're talking about range, we're talking about a y value, y values, okay? Now let's look at these endpoints. The endpoint at the bottom is shaded in, and the endpoint at the top is shaded in or solid. So that means both of these less than signs are also going to be equal, so you underline them, okay? So remember, open is not underlined, shaded in is underlined, right? All right, so which answer on number 2 best matches that answer? It would have to be letter B. So letter A is wrong because that's actually a domain with an X, right? Letter C is wrong because of the inequality, not underlined, and D has another one, not underlined. Right? So there you go. All right, number 3 says the domain of graph C. Well, let's go to graph C. Let's look at domain. How far left does it go? Right here. So that's going to be there. How far right does it go? There. So that's -6 and then +6. They're both shaded in. So we would get this. -6 to +6. Domain is x in the middle. And the endpoints are shaded in, so they're going to be underlined. Okay? So our best answer would be letter A. B is wrong because this one's not underlined. C is wrong because that's range. D is wrong because they're both not underlined, right? All right, number 4. 4 says find the range of graph D. So let's look at graph D. The range, so that means bottom to top. On the bottom, this y value is -3. The top, this y value is 1. So -3 and 1. We're talking about range, so it's y in the middle. Now on the bottom, this one's shaded in, And on the top, this one is open. So the bottom shaded in should be underlined, less than sign, and the top is open, so it's just a regular less than, not underlined. All right? Be very careful with the underlining and not underlining. It's based on whether it's shaded in or not. Okay? So the best answer we have for this one is letter B. Notice how on letter A, they have it switched around. Those are not right. Letter C is actually domain. That's wrong. And then on number 4, this one is wrong. Okay. You should be by now able to do domain and range with shaded in and opened endpoints correctly. Okay. Don't confuse domain and range. Domain is left to right. Range is bottom to top. Make sure you have that down. Right. So that's almost half of the test. Here we go. The review. All right. For g of x is a translation of f of x. What is the translation shift of g of x equals f of x minus 3 plus 2? Okay. Now, what I want us to remember whenever we're doing this, okay, so how do I write this? F of x equals, okay, so remember, inside the parentheses is horizontal shift, and insiders lie. Then the k after the parentheses, so this is inside the parentheses, outside the parentheses, a vertical shift, and it's no lie. Okay, so whether you have it in a function form like 5 and 6, or whether you have it in a specific function like a squared, cubed, absolute value, uh, whatever. Either way, inside the parentheses, insiders lie. So negative will be going to the right, positive will be going to the left inside the parentheses. But after the parentheses, to the right of the parentheses, that's a vertical shift, up or down, and it's not a lie. So that means up is positive, down is negative. Okay. So let's think about that. When I have a minus 3 inside, I know I'm thinking left to right, right? And out here is up and down. So left and right. So minus 3, is that going to go left or right if it's an insider? Well, normally negative means left, but it's a liar. So this means right 3. Okay, and then out here, not a liar, it's up and down, so plus 2 is going to be up 2. Only the insider lies. Okay, so right 3 up 2 is going to be letter C. Okay, and number 6 is very similar. All right, so again, insider plus 5. Normally that would be right 5, but it's a liar, so it's left 5. And then out here is not a liar, so minus 2 is down 2. That's a weird down 2. Anyways, so left 5 down 2 is going to be letter A. So please remember, like the most important thing to remember, okay, is that insiders lie. Okay, very important. All right, now if we have the graph of x squared, which of the following is x plus 4 squared plus 2? So we can think of this vertex being at 0, 0, and then we're going to shift it, this and this. So this first one, plus 4 is an insider. So instead of it being right 4, it's going to be left 4 because it's a liar, left 4. And this plus 2 over here is not a liar, so plus 2 means up 2. So what I want to do is find a graph that takes this point and moves it left 4 and up 2. So not A. Negative 4, positive 2. Hey, look at that. That looks good. Let's check C and D though. Does C go negative 4, left 4 up 2? Does D go left 4? Yep, but it doesn't go up 2, it goes down 2. Our answer on that one is B. Okay? So please be careful, and remember, inside the parentheses lies, and outside the parentheses does not lie. Inside is horizontal left to right, outside is up or down. Okay. All right, so that was number 7. We got 3 more to go. Not a super long test. All right, on number 8. Where would A prime be if you translated A 4 units to the right, 3 units down? So notice we're talking about letter A, a new A. So starting at A, we're going 4 right, 3 down. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 down. 1, 2, 3. This has no liars or anything like that because we're not using function. So A prime is that point right there. So what is the coordinates? All right, so the coordinate for that point is going to be 0, 1. And the best answer is going to be letter D, okay? Now these other ones are distractors because they are moving different letters, this E or this C, right? So careful on that. And then down here, what happens to negative 9, 3 when you translate it 2 to the left, 3 units up? So to the left, take x, the x value, and left, so subtract 2. Y value, 3 units up, add 3. Okay, so negative 9 minus 2, and then 3 plus 3. So negative 9 minus 2 is negative 11, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So negative 11, 6 will be our best answer. So you're just applying these to these, okay? Now, last but not least, when translating a quadratic function using f of x equals x minus h squared plus k, so this is for a quadratic, what do we know about h and k? And this is what we talked about earlier. H is a horizontal shift, insiders lie, k is vertical. Yes, that is true. But B has it flipped around. H is vertical? No, insiders are not vertical. And insiders do lie, not don't lie. So that's wrong, and then that's K is not horizontal, it's vertical. That's wrong. All right, so be careful when you do that one as well. So make sure you get this review done. Again, here are all the answers with the explanation, right? You want to make sure you get that done and submit it in Go Formative. That way you can get your easy 100 for your review assignment. It is an assignment. It is a grade. You do want to submit this. Please, please, please. Okay. All right. And we're going to have that test coming up. So make sure you're ready for it. This is how you get ready for it by reviewing this stuff. All right.